Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War raids, week 16, day 5. So today we're going to be doing, well, more raids as well as getting into the factions a little bit further. We're currently at 400 and we'll be able to do 400 to 440 then today with the 4 devils we have, the 1 delayed from yesterday and of course the 3 for today. So that's the main 2 things we're going to be working towards. We ended up getting Frostmates to level 100 earlier, as well as completing out Bounty. I do need to still do more Bounty battles, but we'll probably do that either probably on Sunday. We still have leaderboard off it. The only other thing that we need to use our battle for, since we already have all the rewards, is just to maintain leaderboard or to make even higher on leaderboard. So we'll see where we go from there. But anyways, first things first, let's go and actually do raids. This will be the last day we actually need to do it, because my guild will probably be done by tomorrow night, and if they aren't, they're probably going to be so close that might as well just not do any. So, yeah. We do have 2 orbs, though. We got mixed earlier. We did get a major blue earlier, though we did get a bunch of other junk, but ultimately we did get a major blue and a major purple. One of those was from the Vault Key, though, so we got really lucky. I ended up opening the Vault Key because our loot didn't look too good, and then it looked a lot better once we got a blue from it earlier. But yeah, another small blue. We were actually 3 major blue orbs away from a Zugoff. Now we're 1 small orb less away, so now we're 11 small orbs away. And every major blue technically counts as 4 smalls. But we're 11 away now from finally getting Zugoff, or at least being able to craft him. We're not going to get him immediately once we can. But of course, we've still been using this team. I don't really have much of a need to change. Artima, Herdmaster, Nightwing, and Twisted Bow. No, not Twisted Bow. I'll call it everything that is not. Trickster Shot is the name of the weapon. But unfortunately, it is one of those old event weapons. Hopefully, they'll add it in the near future again. But it is basically the best thing to be using for this little event right now. We could be using Earth's Fury as well, but this does work a little bit better due to decoloration. Okay, so what do we need here? We need a purple or a yellow, neither of which are anywhere to be seen on this board. How wonderful. I guess we'll take some brown just so she isn't blocking us as much. Also, hello everyone! Hello Juros! Hello Royal! Hello William! Hello Pamela! Hello Overfiend! Hello Medieval! And hello Zach! And hello everyone else. Hope all of you have been having a good weekend so far. Let's see. What do you take? I guess we'll just grab some blues. I guess it's technically the start of the weekends. I always still consider Friday weekend start, but these days. But yeah. Hope all of you have been having a good day so far. There we go. What do we need here? Let's grab a. Do we got Trickster? Guess we'll get that onto final right there. Get that initially, just so we can get the higher amount of damage. Throw that into, I guess, this for now. Try getting our summon. Didn't end up getting it. Probably try throwing a purple if we can. Go for the Surge. We could try for the yellow off the top as well. We don't actually need yellow, so let's probably cleanse everything. We're not cleansed. We get all of our mana that we need. Hello, Captain! Welcome. That's blocked on purple, so we're probably just going to want to take a green, just so that goes to full mana. Throw this on first just to get it out of the way. And then we heard Master to get that to full mana, and then just poke it. If we could ever get enough. So it'll skull us. I kind of want to cast that right before it dies, but probably just better off just taking the purple. Because there's not enough yellow to really get all the blue we need, so let's take purple for now. Takes into the other one. Take our free skull. That better be enough to kill Zugoff. Why do I have a feeling that is not enough damage? Why do I have a feeling he survives with 2 HP, gets a kill, and then we lose? Okay. Oh! Thief 7 damage saved us. Of all the things to save us, that's an interesting one. But yeah, Thief 7 damage for the win. Okay, we'll take the yellow right there. Every extra turn we do 7 damage. Get the hit on there. And we should be good to go. It is technically possible for him just to take a few skulls and win, though. Gotta be careful with that. So much so, I'm just gonna take the mana. I'm not even gonna bother with anything fancy. We'll just go right into that. Take the hit, dead. Good evening, Dragon Ball Z fan. Welcome. It only gave you 23 times instead of 24 times. That's because one of them isn't ascended all the way. That likely means one of them is a legendary and not a mythic. I don't know which one, but they give multiplier based on their ascension. So if you're getting 23 times multiplier, that means one of them is definitely a legend. One of the 2 non-bounty related ones. So that's what's going on there. Because they do need to be maxed in order to get the full multiplier. They're all 20. Do you have a screenshot of it? Because that should be impossible if they are all level 20. Do any of them have an orange border? Yeah, I don't know how you could possibly have 23 times multiplier then, if they're all mythic. Did we trickster shot him? Probably not. Our initial damage is too low, so we need the extra damage off of that. Even when we were up against a Valraven, we still need to hit Zugaf first. I'll go and throw 2 hits on there. Actually, it's going to take 3. I hate that it's starting to take 3 now. Luckily, we can start using Thief's damage to try to lower it in, but still, even Thief's not going to be able to lower it soon. So at this current rate, it actually can, just because of the range that we're in right now. So that's kind of convenient. That is not enough to kill, but what is enough to kill is we can do that into Artima, and that should be enough. What does that bring it to? 32? How many centaurs are on our team? Oh no. He will survive with not... Wait, how much would that have been? No, never mind. That was exactly enough. I meant to look at the Valraven, not at the Zugaf. Yeah, never mind. That's exact enough damage. My bad. That's 42, which is exact durability. There we go. I don't know why I was paying attention to Zugaf there. I was like thinking it would like kill him or something, but I don't need to do that. I just needed to kill the Valraven. There we go. The other hit there. And we got a summon. I actually didn't need to summon there. That's just getting in our way, unfortunately. How do you acquire a trickster shot weapon? It is currently unobtainable if you don't currently own it. It's one of those old event weapons. Hopefully it'll be available in the near future, but currently it is not. Oh, it's showing 24 now. Maybe you upgraded it in that time and you just didn't notice. You never know. Hello, William. Welcome. But yeah, replacement for it's Earth's Fury. And if you don't have Earth's Fury, you would have to reorder the team and use Mang in first slot with Titan. Any Mang-like weapon would pretty much work there. It's just this one happens to work the best. And the only one that you couldn't use there is Mang, just because Mang has to be up front to actually utilize the damage. Whereas this thing can be anywhere because it boosts based on magic. Or it ends up getting magic, I mean, so it doesn't matter what location it's in, it'll always be able to do that damage. And Earth's Fury is similar, since it gives attack to everything, it doesn't actually matter where the hero is located. Okay, so let's get this on the boss. He's gonna get a Scold. It's not enough to kill, though, so we'll still survive it. Throw that down. Get 3 hits. I really hate that we need 3 hits now. Well, gotta make it work. We'll kill that out. Luckily, it was a summon, so... Oh, we got a summon right back there, too. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, it's casting. That's not going to be enough to get out of the kill range, so I'm just going to leave it there. Skull's not even worth it, so we're just going to explode everything. Trickster, what do we throw you on? 123. I guess we throw it on you, then one-shot the other one. So we'll do just that. Do that. Throw that down. That should bring it up to enough to kill that. And barely 180. I should probably double-check that before I do that, just in case. But luckily, in that case, it was enough. Speaking about enough, that will not be. We are 1 mana short, so we'll throw that down. We'll let our extra turns kill him. And should be good to go from there. So we'll throw this onto the one that I can kill. We just need a few pokes, and that'll be that. Oh, why did I not take that extra turn? It won't matter too much, I guess. We just need 2 extra turns to kill him. I guess we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and actually hit him with a cast. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, be careful, we can still lose. Hold up. Okay. That's enough for him to one-shot us, isn't it? Oh, no. Gotta be careful here. What's the safest move on this entire board that gives us mana? Let's see. Is he really about to kill us off of Enrage? Of all the things to win with. What even is the safest? I think safest is right here, actually. This one isn't that safe because there's a skull and a skull chance. This one's a bit safer because this over to the right is a bit safer just because the only skull kill he will have is right there. Any other location where a skull falls will not be a win for him. Let's see. Yeah, we'll move it there. So we do that. He doesn't get anything, and dead. Okay. That was almost really bad. That was very close. At least it got through. Hello, Steve. Welcome. Yeah, I hate when the enemy ends up getting like random skull into random skull into random skull. It happens sometimes though. There's no real way to avoid it unless they have Entangle on them, or just attack reduced, and most teams can't actually run with that. Also, thank you for your subscribe, Fun with Art, much appreciated. Okay, so we're probably going to have to use our Tima to clear him out this time. So we'll throw one more of those, and we'll use our Tima. Actually, we could probably do the inverse order. Can we do anything good with this? Does not look like it, so you know what? We'll explode everything. Throw this on the boss, because he's about to have full mana. Actually, no, we won't do that. We'll throw the safer one first, which is this. So we'll throw that down. Let it do its thing. He'll take a skull. We actually agile it. We're not agile, dexterous, whatever the trait's called. That then brings it into one-shot range, so we can go kill it now. Before we do, though, we have 127 damage. Let me actually throw it out of first slot so it's enough to kill the others. Okay, it's a little bit short, actually. So we'll do that on him, get our kill. And now we just have to keep spamming this. And we can use anything else on our team to clean up very easily. He's about to gain HP buff. I cannot stop that. So we'll just do that and hope he does something weird. No, he does not. Okay. I don't have any direct way to stop him from doing that again. Unless we just actually turn like that. That works, okay. That's still not enough damage, only 42. So we'll have to trickster shot that. That's also not enough damage to kill, but... wow, even got a kill off of that. So we'll throw this down for now. And that should kill it off the explosion, and then we kill it off the skull. And then we got about 4 more battles. Is Enrage 1.5 times damage or 2 times? It is 1.5. It's 1.5 plus it hits through all traits, is what it does. So it would actually hit through our 40% skull reduction. Our 40% chance to dodge. Even though we have a 40% chance to dodge skulls, if they had Enrage, it would 100% of the time hit us, even though we have 40 dodge. And same as mitigation traits, same as any kind of other traits that might stop anything. It's also pretty decent with stats effect related skull effects. If something that ends up placing a stats effect on skull has Enrage, it'll be able to, even if the thing has immune to it. For example, if something has Death Mark immunity, but it has Death Touch, and it's currently enraged, it will still be able to place Death Mark on them, even though it has immune. But it's normally used just to clear through traits like this, and traits that have skull mitigation. Basically anything that reduces skulls is the main thing that it's used against. It's a mechanic that doesn't see too much usage for the most part, but it's pretty decent. The main reason it just doesn't get used much is skull spam's still a little bit underwhelming in the current state of the game. It's definitely seen better days. So, trickster shot, what can we do with this thing? It's not enough to directly kill anything, so we have that going against us, so let's do that. Gonna need 3 hits again just to kill that out, and I should probably hurry on that because he's about to gain full mana. Gonna take a purple there just to guarantee we have a way to kill him next turn just in case. And it looks like we won't need it. Actually, do we throw a trickster shot first? I believe we do. Very unlikely he's gonna extra turn there. We even got a summon. Did we take that yellow? Probably not. We'll keep it on the board, try to get an extra turn, and exactly so. That's the exact bunch we got the extra turn off of. So good thing we kept it there. 30 explosions. The last of our mana, and then we just throw that into anything and he's dead. And where's our anything? There it is, and dead. Hello, Daryl, welcome. Final battle, if this isn't a Valraven. Should be able to get a Valraven here, though. No Valraven. Well, luckily it's not really needed. We'll easily have the event done, and we're not trying for this leaderboard, so it's not going to matter if we do get a lot of Valravens or not. It will for Bounty Hunter, it will not for this. Okay, purple to brown. Do we need that? Not really. I need the purple, I do not need the brown. So let's throw the Herdmaster. What else? Grab the purple right there. Probably throw it down again. Another Trickster Shot. We'll probably just throw that right over onto the Zugoff as soon as we take all the mana. If we can ever take all the mana, it just keeps coming and coming and coming. He'll just take that Skull. It's not really going to do anything. We'll probably even dodge it, hopefully. Yep, exactly so. Throw another hit on him. Gonna need another 2. Hopefully it gets all of his mana back. Hopefully the purple will leak into it. Perfect. That looks let die to skulls and other damage. This is not enough to kill anything. Let's go for the first guy and then hit the other one. I don't have any way to kill him right now. Not even with a Trickster Shot recast. I probably wouldn't waste it for that even if I had it though. What to do here? I guess we kill out the boss just to make sure it's not a threat. Just in case. It could still win randomly. I have 172 damage. Not enough to really kill anything, but we'll still cast it down. That'll give us enough damage to kill first slot now. Not our first slot, his first slot. There we go. We'll go and just poke that, poke it again. Doesn't look like much purple on the board, but maybe we'll get lucky. Have to be careful. He's about to AoE kill us. He is seriously about to AoE kill us. What is he doing? We have to go take care of that. Since when has that thing been good? I guess because it just has such ridiculously high stats. But I gotta be careful with that. Wow, that almost won against us. That would not have been good. Look at our team. Everything's below 50 durability. One more cast and he would have wiped our entire team. Yep, and that's all of our battles. There we go. What level are we even at right now? 340. That's not too bad. Can't even remember the last time I bothered reaching 500. Just because normally it's not really worth bothering to go that far. Someone camped 260. That's funny. You normally do want to go to a little bit higher amount because the amount of points you get is based on how much damage you do to the boss. But, yep, there we go. Anyways, that's that. Now for the main event. Actually doing all the delves. Because we still have a bunch of delves to do here, all the 400 plus. Mainly just using High King Iron Gut to devour spam all of them, because that is pretty much going to be the easiest strategy for this. And we're just rolling with this for everything. Just running double turn Apothecary, throw that into full Mountain Crusher, throw that down, and then basically all to win is basically what this team is. So we have a bunch of bleed and poison, and now we don't. Wait, how did he bleed and poison this? Oh, never mind. For whatever reason, I thought he had Impervious. He does not. That would be really useful if he did. Okay. Well, get that down. Do that on the right if he doesn't ruin it, and he automatically ruined it. Good job. Plan B is blue. That is a color we need, but we need the brown way more than we need the blue. Still need blue, though. Let's see. Take a skull over. And I am just using Titan for this. No point trying to level hero class. Might as well just use the best option. Anything else will just slow us down. Yeah, we'll just explode everything. Yeah, for the most part, I will be using the optimal hero class for everything. I think the only thing I might be doing some is Necromancy, particularly next weekend, because next weekend is Vault event. So we'll probably be farming up, what's his name? A Necromancer as much as we possibly can. Might get it to about level 70 or so. Or maybe not, I don't know. It's currently at like, what, level 34, 24, something like that. Very low right now. But it's the last, if I'm not mistaken, it's the last hero class I have that has a half mana start that we don't currently have maxed. And then the other ones get really annoying. And then again, I guess if we're doing an Explorer, it doesn't actually matter if it starts with half mana. So we could just go level any of them, but everything that we have left to level is pretty much useless. At least this late in the game it is. Because of course we did all the more important hero classes first. What's the most efficient thing to do in game during Vault event to maximize gnomes? Explore spam. Either explore spam or challenge spam. Challenge spam is technically more gnomes, but pretty much the only loot you're going to be getting is gnomes, XP, and trait stones. You're not really getting much else. But most people just opt to do explore, because explore wins at essentially almost the exact same rate of that of challenges, and it gives a lot more rewards for doing so. It gives better trait stones, and it gives more gold per battle. So even if you don't get any gnomes, you're still getting at least decent resources. What's a replacement for Possessed King on this team? Let's see. Well, you have to use Dragon's Eye if you don't have Possessed King, because you need a way to devour things that have immune to devour. And the only way to do that is to transform them. That or stun them, but some things have immune to both. But, let's see, what would be the replacement for Possessed King? At least with this, well, it depends. Do you mean in this faction specifically? Let's see, this faction is red and blue. I guess you could technically use Megavore there. You can't use Queen Aurora. Queen Aurora is normally the replacement for him. But Queen Aurora cannot be used in this particular faction. I'm trying to think what else other than Megavore. Because nothing else has that disable that we need, I don't believe. Or at least not consistently enough. I guess you could just put another mana generator in there. You could put, like, Gimlet in there and do green to red convert... I mean, green to brown convert off of turn 1. And do something like that. That could potentially end up working. You could do that. Throw that right into Dragon's Eye. Throw Dragon's Eye. And that should probably give you a full Apothecary full of mana. You throw Apothecary, throw King Iron Guts, and just keep repeating it from there. Yeah, I guess Gimlet would be a replacement then. Okay, what do we have? We have yellow, so we'll get that converted. Get all those going, get our Mountain Pusher. Do we do that again? No, let's take blue. Grab our Apothecary again. And then start going for our Devours. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we're getting the pet either today or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow night. We end up getting the pet for the new faction. Maybe go double check that. There's a possibility we're actually getting it this stream and I just didn't even notice it. It might be a little bit short. But I believe if our final battle is, we might be able to, if our final battle is Deathless, we might be able to actually reach it tonight. Let's see. Now we need to transform it. And then explode everything. But yeah, without Possessed King, you'd have to go Dragon's Eye to do that transform. Otherwise, they'll be stuck with immune to Devour. And then the battle takes a while. Yeah, let me double check. Are we actually in range? Because we might be. We actually might be. Oh yeah, we will. No, never mind. It's 2,000, not 1,000. Why do I always think it's 1,900 for pet? It's 2,000 you need. Never mind. Could have sworn it was 1,900. Apparently not, though. But, yeah, we're not going to reach it today, then. With 2,000, let's see. Oh, yes, we could. If we do one with 0 casualties, that gives us an additional 30. And then we have 4 other 30s. So that's 5 30s. No, that's not going to be enough. That's 150 more points, which would bring us to 1,940. Yeah, so we'd be 1 day short. So tomorrow, then, assuming everything goes correctly, tomorrow we will have the pet. It looks like tomorrow night. Okay, Skull, we'll just ignore that for now. We are using Titan, so we have immune to his Devour, if he happens to trigger it off of that very random 5%, which has happened before. But luckily you can't do it to Titan, because it's immune. So take that, throw a Devour on something that's not immune. Don't accidentally click that one, that would be a fail. Explode everything. Throw an Apothecary down. Do that right onto blue. One of the more needed colors, but it's way more important to have the mana than to have the blue on the board. Or it's more important to have the brown than the blue, even though we do need blue. Same thing ends up happening again. And now he's going to try to throw and Possess King at it. Nice, we got it first time both times so far. It's normally not that lucky. Normally we have to cast it like 2 or 3 times before he decides to cooperate. And then by that point it's almost dead already. But luckily you got it first time both times so far when you needed it. Hopefully he'll consistently keep doing that. Do vault events increase the chance of certain items dropping from vault keys? No. Well, yes. I believe it slightly still increases the chance of finding a vault key from a vault key. So I don't know if that's still even the case, because I've still never gotten a vault key from a vault key. But I know in the past it was mentioned that vault keys... oh, whoa! You actually got a kill already. Interesting. Luckily it's Possessed King, so it's not that important. But, yeah, you can pretty much use vault keys whenever, and it doesn't matter. Pretty much as soon as you get a vault key, you should use it. The only reason I slightly saved some of mine is because of they might add another gnome in the future. I just want to make sure I get that gnome immediately if they ever do. But no, you can pretty much just use your vault keys immediately. There's no real benefit to saving them. Unless you're playing for 100% completion. In which case it's only worth it if you have every other gnome already. That's currently in the drop table. Convert away red. And devour it. But yeah, Possessed King being killed there doesn't actually make too big a deal. If it was something like a devour option, then yes, it would have. But our team should play out almost exactly the same. So it should be fine. What is the bounty event? First time seeing it. What is bounty? It is an event that occurs once every month. Assuming you're a newer player and that's the first time you're seeing it, you should probably not really bother spending any gems on it, because you want to make sure you need two things in order to do that game mode correctly. You need decently high stats, like at least at minimum level 10 all kingdoms, and you need a lot of bounty troops basically ascended to either legendary or mythic, just because that makes up for a lot of your score. But basically what to do with it as a newer player is go to your troop menu. Under the search option, type in the word bounty, and all of the troops that come up are bounty troops. Basically, you just use 4 of them in the battles for bounty hunter, and go as far as you possibly can before you start losing, and then basically find the furthest room that you can do that you can consistently win, and then just keep farming that one until you run out of battles, and don't bother spending any gems on it, because early on in the game it's a complete waste to bother spending gems on that game mode. Yeah, just find all the bounty troops you have, trait them, use the ones that have the highest ascensions, and just build a team out of those 4. And just use it on the furthest battle you possibly can without losing. And you'll get a few gems and a few other rewards here and there. It's definitely not going to be possible to get all rewards, though, that early in the game. It takes at least a few months before you can reach that point. But you're only going to miss a few bounties in that time. Yeah, Bounty Hunter is one of the best ways to get major orbs. It's pretty much the best method in the game other than vault events to get major orbs. It's a little pricey to do so, though, because you need to go so far into the event. But it's definitely one of the most consistent ways of getting them. Because leaderboards can cost way more than Bounty Hunter does. And vault keys, while they do have a chance of dropping major orbs, you would have to farm a lot of vault keys. Pretty sure only about 1 in 5, 1 in 10 vault keys end up even dropping one. Though we did get one earlier off of vault key. The reason my Iron Gut starts with so much more stats is because we're in Delves right now. Not just that we're in Delves, but we also have a pretty high level Delve. I currently have it at level 190, if I'm not mistaken, for this current faction. But that's why it's so high. The main reason being that we're in Delves, so everything naturally has higher stats. And the other one is because our horde is so high. It's at level 190 right now. So we're getting that much more stats on top of what we would already be getting. And that's the reason why it looks so high. It's because we have all of that. Okay, what do we need here? Take Brown down. Grab our explosion. Yeah, if you have any other questions about Bounty Hunter, let me know. The morning video also went all over it in depth as well, as we normally do for the bounty event. Haven't done a video specifically going over it recently, just because it's the exact same game mode every single week, or every single month, I mean. Okay, what do I take here? We'll take a purple onto that. Get a Devour down. Explode everything. What else we need? Let's see. It keeps throwing me off that we don't have Possessed King. But we do, but he died. And now we have Envy. That is Envy, right? Yeah, it's Envy. Okay, get our Devour down. Get all that. Boom, boom. Get an Apothecary onto the greens. Hopefully enough mana. Well, at least we got an extra turn, and dead. Okay, and then final battle. Oh! We actually got a level 10 chest. Been a while since we got a level 10 chest. Hopefully it has something shiny in it. Unfortunately, it's... Oh, no. It is for 2 times multiplier as well. Ooh, nice. That's the best chest we can ever get then. Hopefully we have over 4 times the multiplier too to go with it. That'll be a really big chest as far as loot is concerned within it. We'll go for our Devour there. Get it on first try, very nice. And now we do this on purple, get our cleanse, throw Mountain Crusher down if he doesn't get full mana. Hopefully we can get full off of that. Throw a Devour onto you. Actually, I probably should have gotten rid of the Skull Spam guy. Shouldn't be too big a threat though, but we'll do that. Get Apothecary down, let him do whatever. Throw Apothecary onto reds, and then Devour on him. Another 2 Devours, do that first. Double check the board, nothing. Get rid of everything. And come on, let me cast. And dead. We still haven't been able to hit 1,000 attack yet. Probably will by the time we reach the later ones. Yeah, there we go. A level 10 chest on exactly 4 times multiplier. So we should have some decent loot in here. That's the highest it could ever really be, other than multiplier being a little bit higher. And we get pure shards. I guess that's a good thing. Out of all the drops, I technically need shards the most, kind of. Because the shards equals treasures, even though I don't really need it much for troops anymore. So then again, I kind of do slightly need it for troops. If I'm not mistaken, we still need 2 more from Warrens. So I'm going to go do that right now, because we didn't get those last 2 yet. If we get at least 2 here, I believe we have maxed out every troop that is... Oh, well, exactly 2. Perfect. I believe that is now us maxed out on every single troop that is related to a faction. So now the only thing our shards will really be giving us is treasure. We'll still be getting half the troops, unfortunately, because there's no way to ever stop the troop drops. But, yeah, we'll still be able to get treasure from them. It's just still going to be at a half a rate. But let's see, where's Warrens? Warrens. The Warrens. Apply filter, and there it is. The last one maxed out. Let's just go get it upgraded. Boom. Boom. Get to level 20. And there we go. And now it's maxed. And that is every single one maxed out. But yeah, I will go bring them all to 4 copies. I'm pretty sure it doesn't end up stopping the treasure. I wish it would. But to my understanding, there is no way to stop it from making half your drops be useless troops once you reach that point. And we have finally reached that point pretty much. Are the quick 3-man PvP teams these days with a hero for leveling? Oh, what are they? Easiest one is Mountain Crusher or Flameifer, followed by Yagway, Tapon, and Queen Titania. Alternatively, Key Team technically works with anything. Ideally a half mana start, but it does technically work with anything. It's Cedric Sparkle Sack. It's Cedric Sparkle Sack, Egg Thief, Hero as anything using Key, Skeleton Key, and Last Slot of Greed. And that also works with anything. And pretty much anything behind Mountain Crusher works with anything, regardless of what your hero class is. Ideally a half mana start, but it's such a low mana cost that doesn't matter for the most part. And just use it like how you use a Gorgulfa. Okay. I'm actually gonna move that over. We get a double extra turn there. Too bad they don't stack. Actually, that'd be really overpowered if they did. You just infinitely extra turn with almost every team in the game. We'll go and throw down purple. Get a Devour down. Get everything exploded. Did I show a bounty team today? Yes, I did. We actually did something slightly different this time around. There's 2 teams you could use. One is the one that we ended up doing, which was this one. Let me go show both of them. Let's see. Or at least say what both of them are. Let me go under bounty, though. So there's 2 teams that you could end up using if you're doing the higher level ones. There's this one if you own Trickster Shot, Plains Jumper, Urskea Druid, Mermaid, and Trickster Shot with any hero class, ideally one that has half mana start. And the other alternative, if you don't have Trickster Shot, is Plains Jumper, Mermaid, Feral Hound, and Yagway. And that would end up being your team. and you would just roll with that, and that would cover almost every single color, and you'd be able to just keep spamming your standard Feral Hound into Yagway combo and do it that way. But either of those teams would be pretty strong. Otherwise, basically the same premise of the previous one, except just throw a Ward Breaker in the back, or Infernus, or any other really strong troop that you want to put back there that you might have laying around. But those first two are the main teams you'd probably want to use for it. Do we know when Infernus will next be craftable? We do not. It's likely within the next month, but we don't know exactly when. We know what won't be available, but we don't know what will be available. Actually, let me go get the link for that. Let's see. Is this it? I think this one is it. No, this might not be the link. I had it up earlier. Let's see. No. Where'd it go? So Forge, Legendary and Mythic History. There it is. There's the link. But yeah, here's the current rotation. Basically, everything underneath the 9 last scene is what it will not be under this link right there. But if you go to that link, everything that is underneath the 9 last scene category for the Mythic cycle will not be in the drop table. What will be in the drop table, we do not know. But all of them under 9 last scene are the ones that will not be in the drop table for next week, as well as until the cycle is completed. But we have no clue what it will specifically be. It randomly picks 4 from whatever is not currently already picked. So it'll pick any 4 that is not those, is what it will do. We just have no clue which 4 it'll specifically be. We just know it won't be those. Let's see. But yeah, we don't ever know that info until Monday, unfortunately. Until the event switches over. Go ahead and get the red down. Get our Devour. Hopefully it doesn't revive. Good, dead. Is the Trickster Shot team better than the Yagway team? Depends on the situation. I used it this time mainly because I was leveling up Frost Mage. And oddly enough, we actually finished leveling Frost Mage and the Bounty Hunter at the exact same time earlier. I didn't even try for that. And they both worked out to be the exact same battle. But it's mainly for the hero HP gain more so than anything. As far as which one is actually better, I think it's more so based on preference. I know personally I actually prefer the Yagway team a little bit better. But of course the Yagway team gives 0 hero XP. So it really just depends. One of the other reasons I used it this week was just because of the type of teams that we're up against. It was just better to spam green than it was to bother spamming red and purple. But yeah, is Trickster Shot actually better? That's questionable. It might be a little bit more consistent of a win rate. But Yagway I think might be slightly quicker. But Trickster Shot's probably more consistent. Especially since it can deal with Val Ravens a little bit better. Especially if it's all the way in the back and not blocked by a yellow. But that's not relevant this week because there are some yellows in the battle. But if the battle that you were doing had like no yellows in it, it'd probably be a better idea using Trickster Shot than it would be to use Yagway. Because a 3rd or 4th slot Val Raven can be very dangerous if you don't have a way to specifically target it. And of course Trickster Shot can target anything. Oops, I almost just devoured him, or tried to. I always go like down the line normally. And that would have not worked because he has immune. Okay, let's get Apothecary on the yellows there. And Devour on Cockatrice just so he doesn't get a Drain or an Entangle on us. Actually, Entangle wouldn't matter, the Drain would. Because he'd be able to drain that down to 0. Oddly enough, it does do a full mana drain for only 10 mana cost. And it creates a really large amount of browns as well. Oops, why'd I do that? I meant to cast Possessed King. Wow, Possessed King, really lucky. We have a 100% rate so far today, within the last few delves, of him actually transforming the first time, every single time that we've tried. Does Devour go through Barrier? Yes and no. It depends on the option. If it has a instance of damage, it will, or it's, let's see. It depends on the troop. If you name the troop, I can say yes or no, is basically the bottom line. Because a lot of things distribute their damage differently. It depends what order they do their damage and then their Devour proc. But if you name the troop, I can tell you if it does or does not. But almost every single troop acts a little bit differently with it. But no, Devour can block, I mean, Barrier can block Devour. It just depends on the troop specifically. Hero depends on the option. In the case of Black Manacle, it will block it. Krog the Dread final traits. Oh, that's an interesting one. I did test this in the past. I actually don't know what the answer is, though. I believe if it works like how instances of damage work, it should block the Devour, but you would still take the damage from the skull in the case of Krog the Dread. It's the way that it works for most options as well, is that if it has both a damage and a Devour, the Devour triggers first and then the damage. That's not the case for everything. There are several troops where it does it in the inverse order. But yeah, last I recall, Krog the Dread Skull will do the Devour first, then the Skull. So Barrier would block it, would block the Devour. So you'd still take skull damage. Let's see. Though it doesn't matter in the case of Titan, he is immune automatically. Actually, every single hero class that gains Barrier every round also has immune to stun. I mean, it has immune to Devour, I mean. Assuming you have it maxed out. Because they're underneath the exact same tree. So you never need to worry about that, luckily. At least relative to hero. Okay, we'll take a brown over. Grab our thing on the yellow. Should be full mana. Get a Devour. So why did I think he was using green earlier? I thought his other color was green, not yellow. Okay, do we have anything good? Looks like we'll do it on green. Since we don't use it for him, apparently. I got Devour at 100% rate. Can't even miss, so that's nice. Probably have killed Nimue first, just in case. I highly doubt we're actually going to lose, but if we are going to lose, it's going to be the Nimue spam somehow. So she'll keep us perpetually silenced and skull spam forever. Until she just auto-wins. Hey, a Cedric team. It seems so pointless in this delve, because with this delve layout, the pattern we just did was technically us rushing this room. That is how bad this thing's layout is for Cedric. The maximum you could ever get in this delve for Cedric is 2 rooms. The other treasure room, and then the final boss. That's the quickest he could possibly appear in this delve, and it's pretty unfortunate. Because it makes him lose almost all the value you could possibly have. Which is why I don't use Key Team here. I believe we actually can use a variant of Key Team. But for one, it's definitely not worth using Key Team this late. But also, just because even if we could, the Cedric, even if it's in the delve, is just way too far into the delve for it to be worth going out of our way for. Because there is no way to go out of our way for it. You just have to take the entire path up there. Have I played Kingdom Hearts games? I have not, actually. I have not played any of the Kingdom Hearts games. Though I did just get the, that one third party... Wait, is it third party or indie? I don't know. It was from the same publisher that did Stardew Valley. Ended up getting their most recent game on a Nintendo Switch, actually. Just earlier today. Wargroove. It's one of those turn-based... I don't know, what genre is that? I'm trying to think of what genre that is. I've played games like it, but I forget what the genre is actually called. It's like turn-based when you have a bunch of units. It's kind of like a real-time strategy, except turn-based. It's not called turn-based strategy, I don't think. It has like a special name for it, which I forget. Or I think it does. I'm trying to think of a game that's like it, too. Even though I have played some in the past, I don't know any that are really well-known that follow the same format. But it's basically on the whole thing of you end up summoning a bunch of units each turn, and you have to keep capturing specific capture points. and you basically just have to overpower the enemy team with units while constantly taking various points on the map that are useful for specific things. And it's actually on every platform as well, except mobile, which is kind of nice. And it's also cross-platform across all platforms except for PS4, which I believe is its own version. But Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC, I believe, are all cross-platform. Is it like Civilization? Kind of, except less complicated. I've never actually played Civilization, but I know what you're referring to as far as the gameplay. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Okay, get another one of those down, pick up around, grab an apothecary. And dead. Okay, 2 more to go. 420. Yeah, the main reason I've never gotten into Kingdom Hearts is mainly because I've never really owned any console that Kingdom Hearts is on. I guess they have released some on PC, haven't they? But I just haven't bothered doing it on PC, I guess. Oddly enough, I don't actually play, I don't use PC to play AAA games normally, even though that tends to be what a lot of people tend to use their computers for. I've personally never really bothered with that. AAA in general, I've never really bothered with the exception only really being some Nintendo stuff here and there. Okay, we'll throw a Devour there. Get our other Apothecary. And dead. Give me your congratulations. Congratulations, Humberto. Oh, wow, I can't even say it. Congratulations, Humberto. Why am I saying congratulations, though? Also, why can't I say congratulations? Congratulations all of a sudden. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied on it. Let's see, I'll take a Brown there. Mountain Crusher. Oh, I was going to use that Mountain Crusher. $1,505 days on your guild. Very nice. That's a very large number. I don't even think I'm up to 1,000 yet, even though it's my own guild. But that's because for the first year and a half to almost 2 years of the game, I ended up hopping from a bunch of other guilds until I ended up just deciding to finally build my own. Just so I would never need to move again. Okay, what did it take? Throw the explosion there. And then we just Apothecary into pretty much anything. Well, maybe not anything, just the thing that kills it. The Iron Guts. And there we go. Let's see, how many days has mine been going for? Should almost be 1,000 days by now. I think it's 900, 700, or 970 something. I believe it is. It's 960 something or 970 something last I recall. Yep. Perfect timing as well. We got our tribute. Grab that. Oh yeah, that's not where you check. Oh yeah, that's where you check it. Oh no, a little bit lower than that. 939. And I haven't had 1,000 yet. And all it takes is one kick for it to go down to 0. So I'm pretty sure your guild won't kick you, unless you're the guild leader of it. But anyways, let's go, and that's not what I want. What I want is factions. Okay, we'll take a brown over. Get that going. Take the green. What is the modified key team for Fang Moor? It is Apothecary, Egg Thief, Skeleton Key, and Greed. And if Apothecary dies, it dies. You don't really worry about dying or not. You wouldn't really use it this deep into Delves, though. T-Team in general stops working at about 200. Probably even almost at 150 or so, depending on what your stats are. It does not last that long. It's only particularly good for gold farming when you're still at that lower range where you actually can gold farm with it. It starts losing a lot of effectiveness when you can no longer one-shot with it. And definitely when you can't even two-shot with it anymore. Oops. Why did I do that for? I could have just killed it with normal damage. But if nothing else, at least that makes him devourable now. So you just can do that and then dead. Though also, Possessed King. Seriously, 100% of the chance now, or 100% of the time today, he has actually converted it when we needed to. I wish he would always get this kind of luck. He has not missed a single one in like 5 attempts. We'll take our brown, that'll be the last we need for that. Get a bunch of mana accumulation. Throw that down, get another convert right there. Throw that right into another devour. Cycle again. Actually, no. We'll throw a mountain crusher. There we go. Throw a devour on you. Let's see. Will he finally break his streak? There's no way he's going to keep it up. No, he's still 6 in a row. He has gotten 6 converts in a row. Every single time we needed him, he has done it. Which is basically the inverse of what he normally does. Which is every single time we need him, he never does it. Which saves a lot of time as well. The most annoying thing is having to kill something that has immune to devour, like a team like this. It's still possible, it just takes longer. Get rid of the summoner just in case. Need a little bit more mana. Take brown over, or devour, and that is pretty much match. We're almost 1,000 attack. What is the quickest explore team? You've been using Sunbird Triple Firebomb. The quickest explore team depends on how high your stats are. If your stats are really high, the quickest you could do is Sunbird, Prismatic Shard, or whatever that one thing is that covers all colors that costs like 20 mana. With any hero class, ideally a half mana start hero class, followed by Firebomb, followed by Forest Guardian. And Forest Guardian gives your Sunbird half mana, then you just throw Firebomb to give your Sunbird all the mana it needs, just to 6 since it's already starting with half. And then does this auto kills into Sunbird cast, and then you just wipe out the entire team with one single Sunbird cast. If you do not have enough damage to kill an entire team with one single Sunbird cast, you would normally do something like Sunbird Rowan Firebomb Hero, and or something similar to that. And instead of just casting one Sunbird, you would cast a Sunbird and whatever your other troop is, like Rowan or whatever it might be. And those tend to be the 2 quickest ways to do it. What am I doing? I could have already won. Hey, here we go. Let's see. Oh wait, why am I even checking that? We already know that this one's higher because it's 3 room and the other one's only a 2. And the highest a 2 can be is 1.2, and the lowest a... Well, actually, no, that's not true. Actually, yes, that is true, because the lowest a treasure room 3 can be is a 1.2. So normally a 3 can technically be 1.15. But I don't think there's a single 3 treasure room that is that low. So we know that it can't be. Take a brown there, grab a Map Crusher. No Cascade at all. Luckily, for whatever reason, he did not take an extra turn. Which is weird, but we'll go for that. Let's get our browns, get our red. Just got Queen Aurora, a very nice find. Could you please give you a quick rundown of how useful she is in various modes? She's pretty much used for everything except PvP for the most part. She's normally used when you're color restricted in order to give you a bunch of mana. She's 100% useless unless she's fully traded, because she's almost entirely used for her final trait, which gives you +1 mana to everything. She's most notoriously used with these converter kind of troops like Apothecary, Valkyrie, stuff like that. The ones that have 10 mana cost, because they are very dependent on having a +1 mana. And in the case of Queen Aurora, without even having to set your banner to it, they'll automatically have their +1/+1. So for an example, if you were using Queen Aurora with a Apothecary, let's say, well, let's say Alchemist, because Alchemist is a little bit more of a realistic option with it. So let's say you're using it with Alchemist. You would then set your banner to something +2 yellow related, because you would already have all the extra +1s you would need for your Alchemist, off of simply the Queen Auroras. The Queen Aurora's +1 to everything. But as far as what it's used for, most commonly, probably Guild Wars, I would say. It's a really good troop just to fill gaps within green, purple, and yellow Guild War days. It also has barrier and HP gain, which will help you keep alive. You can do the same thing in Delves too. It's slightly less effective in Delves, but it basically serves the same thing that Possessed King does. It's just slightly different. It's most commonly used with mana generating troops that require 10, 11, or 12 mana is what she's most commonly used with. Particularly the ones that cost 10, like Apothecary, Valkyrie, or Alchemist. Oh, and Green Seer. Throw a Devour on there. Get a Apothecary on the blue. Do we know next week's Event Kingdom? Yes, it is, I don't know if off the top of my head, but we do know what it is. Next week's Event Kingdom is the Kingdom of Shentang. Next week is Shentang. No problem, Blade Song. But yeah, Shentang. Does Shentang have anything good in it? It has Yagwei, but he's currently craftable this week. And he's probably the most relevant thing from the kingdom, so not much. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. You could actually get the mythic that was just released if you didn't already get it but still want it. He's technically in the event key drop table next week. Even though he was already just in the drop table, he's technically going to be in it again for event keys. Oh no, we just lost hero. Luckily it's the final battle. That's still not nice. Yeah, we'll take our greens that we need there. Go for Devour. Also, after this delve, let me go give out a redeem code right after this battle. Hopefully we Devour immediately. Ooh, we could actually lose this. Once he gets one Devour, we pretty much auto-win. But until then, it's not one yet. Please Devour. Okay, good. If he didn't Devour there, we could have just lost. We should be fine now. Worst comes to worst, he has basically infinite stats. Maybe not exactly infinite, but it's pretty close. Let's see, we'll take it that way. Grab it the other way. Oh wait, why am I taking green? Why do I keep thinking he takes green? I did not know why. That's like the third time in a row now. Okay, we'll take our brown over. We'll go and get our stats so high that it can't even go any higher. We should have over 1,000 HP, but it doesn't go any higher than 1,000. Unfortunately. It used to in the past, but it doesn't anymore. They actually changed that when they added difficulties to the game. They made it so stats couldn't go beyond 1,000. Prior to that, they could actually go infinitely. There was no limit to it whatsoever. You could go into the millions, the billions, trillions. All you have to do is keep using things that randomly increase stats. Unfortunately, that's not possible anymore. 1,000 is the highest you can ever go in any game mode. I find that a little bit weird, though. Like, they don't even have it at different ranges for different game modes. It's always 1,000 regardless of game mode. And there we go. Okay, let's hand out a redeem code, and then we still have one more delve to go. Okay, redeem code time. Let's see, where are they? Edit. Mark it so we know we used it. Copy. Save it. Throw it out right in there. Boom and boom. It is successful. And put that right in there. Copy the whole thing. Paste it. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. If it would ever load, it's the little cog right in the corner. Most of you probably already know where you use it. Redeem code is the random letters and numbers right there. Just copy, paste it, or type it out. And gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy. Yeah, your invite code is right over here underneath the options menu, settings, whatever it's called. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. It's usable on every platform except for the console versions. Okay, one more delve to go. And if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Yeah, it's only worth ever going for the Mythic if you're currently missing the Legends. If you currently do not have the Legends to Mythic within a specific kingdom, it is still worth it to throw event keys down if you feel like you really want that Mythic. But even if you desperately want the Mythic, it generally is never worth trying to try for a Mythic off of event keys if you already have all of the Legends maxed out. And by that, I mean you basically have 4 copies, or you have the Legend upgraded to Mythic, and you have at least 2 copies of it. If you're to that point, you probably shouldn't be using any more event keys, because you're just going to be wasting them all, just for the chance of trying to get the Mythic. Some people still do it if it's like an absurdly good Mythic, or if they only need like a few more Mythics. But generally, you should not do that, just because it is a gigantic waste of event keys, or a gigantic waste of gems if you're actually spending gems on them. I can't even remember the last time I've actually spent gems on keys, though. I'm kind of lucky lately that I think we've gone like, I want to say 6 months now without ever spending gems on keys, which is kind of interesting. It's also one of the reasons why our gems keep going up, because there's never been really anything bringing it down, since we easily get way more gems in the events. For like all the gem sinks, basically we get a higher rate than the gem sinks in the game. So we're actually net gaining gems instead of losing them, even if we throw it down for almost everything. What's the chance of getting a Mythic from 50 VIP keys? Pretty high. Let me see. There's actually a table that has the exact rate, and I should probably just start posting that instead of like guessing. But I believe it does come out to about an 80% chance though when you do that. But here's a list. Here it is. Now, let me go get the link. Let's see. Does it show all chests? Let's see. Gold. Oh yeah, you could just type in VIP, right? I think you can. Or does it have a drop down for it? I think it does. But here's the drop table and everything for it. But yeah, it's a pretty decent chance. It's not guaranteed at all, though. And it's definitely possible to open like 100 or 150 without getting one. We've actually gone 250 before we end up getting one. But more often than not, 100 will almost always do it. But it still has a chance of not doing it. Okay, we'll convert away all the yellows. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time we opened up a VIP key other than the anniversary ones we ended up getting from November. I don't think we've opened them, not counting that, but actual like a 50 bulk. I don't think we ended up doing that since like August. Okay, what do we need here? Grab a... Stick it brown for now. There goes our Mountain Crusher. Oh, I should think of those reds first. I don't actually need red, but I needed the extra turn to cascade into something. So green or blue would be good here. Neither are available. I guess we'll just let him poke us. It's fine. Gain our barrier right back off Apothecary, so it's not actually going to be in the way at all. Already Apothecary down on red because that's one of the colors we do not need whatsoever. He's actually stunned right now. He does normally have immune to Devour, so I want to go for him first, simply because he's vulnerable. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to devour him afterwards if we would have waited. And now we just devour the rest. Just basically go down the line at this point. Don't even need to really focus on any specific ones. Well, I guess we could maybe go for Cyclops. Out of all of them, Cyclops is a little bit more annoying. He has really high damage. He'll have 181 plus a 77. Oh, no. If that would have killed, that would have been awful. Would that have been enough to kill something else? That would have been. Wow, we actually got really lucky there. If he would have hit anything other than our hero, or if he would have hit Apothecary or our Possessed King, he actually would have killed. Gotta be more careful with that, gosh. Okay, take a brown, full mana, dead. Okay. What do we need here? Take blue. Grab all that. Throw a Apothecary in there. Get a kill on that. Oh no, this is one of those battles where they all have a immune to devour. It's one of those super annoying ones. Hey, let's see if Possessed King can get a triple. That's not gonna happen. There's no way he's gonna get that lucky. So far, every single battle today, he has transformed our devour options every single time. There's no way he's gonna triple here. No, he didn't even get a single one. I wasn't expecting that. That would have taken an absurd amount of luck. Oh, now we gotta slowly chip them down. Got a bunch of quick ones, but now we're gonna have to take the slower one. Still worth it in the end, though. And it's not like we're gonna lose to it. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. Take too long, though. It's a matter of getting all the skulls down. Also, once Possessed King actually decides he wants to start converting, that makes it a lot quicker, too. Because every single time he does, we'll be able to start devouring them. I do want to wait till his first slot dies, though, just to not waste any of it. So we'll do that right in the red. Hit there. It has to be within kill range of 37 damage. Well, I guess I actually boost based on Damon, so that's actually 39 damage. If he has 39 or less, we can cast it. And of course, he's one hit off still. So we'll do that, and then we can cast it. There we go, we got one of them. Very nice. Now we just need to get the other. So we'll devour that one. And now we just need one more Possessed King to get lucky. Guess we used the Ball of his luck earlier. I'm not even going to bother trying to do anything else other than trying to convert it, I guess. I can do one more Possessed King. Just clear everything, make sure it doesn't block. Get the last bit of our mana that we need. Somehow still does not have full. Still doesn't have full. Oh, gotta make sure we don't die either. Oh no, one skull will do it as well. Let's just take a brown for now. I have to take it just to make sure Hero doesn't die. And he does it again. Do the exact same thing again or so. Did I take that skull? No. We should be able to Apothecary something. So we'll try converting. Didn't get it. Should be able to get brown somewheres. And if not, we can convert for it. So I guess we'll just convert for it. Let me just throw this down finally, just because we're going to gain some free browns. And at this point, we almost might as well just kill it with skulls. Just trying to get Possessed King is not really going to be viable at this point. Maybe we'll do it for the final blow. Not going to do much else beyond that. Let's go throw this down on greens. Get a poke on it. And dead. There we go. Yeah, that was annoying. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that too often. As I say that, we'll probably run up into another Devourer room. No, we're fine. Neither of those are annoying rooms. Right off the bat, let's take our brown. Oh, I should have taken those blues. He gets it for free now because we didn't. Well, let's take our blues now since we didn't take them earlier. And convert away all the reds that we don't even use. Get Devour onto his first slot there. Explode everything. Go do this thing. We'll go get a nice Apothecary down. Can we do it on anything? I guess we could do it on purple. It's not a free turn, so we might as well just do it on green, I guess. Don't want to convert out green, but it's not on the option. We kind of have to. Get rid of his Devour just so we don't have to worry about a summon. Do it on green again since we don't have another proper extra turn option. That feeds us all our mana that we need. Get the last little bit once more. And Devour dead. There we go. And then we just have the final 4 rooms. Yeah, if anyone else has any other questions, let me know. I'll be wrapping up after we do the final bit of delves there. And then we should be done with delves in 3 more days from now. 2 more days will bring us to like 490, and then we'll just need that one extra little bit on Sunday. And that'll be it. I mean, on Monday, I mean. And we'll have the pet tomorrow, assuming we don't fail at any of these. Actually, I believe even if we do fail at one, we'll still end up having it, because we're pretty much right on top of it right now. It's a little short. Oh no, bone. No, no, no. Okay, good. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Well, it won't happen then. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Bone Dragon, go away. Oh no. I think we just lost. Rip. Let's see. Bone Dragon, why you gotta do this to us? This is not looking good. Still winnable. Still winnable. It's not a good winnable. Yep, it's lost. Technically, Possessed King could win as well, but the amount of luck we would need is absurd. Let's see. Can we start getting some of that luck? Probably not. Okay, we got one, but you would need to do that like about 20 more times. Let's just let his Bone Dragon destroy it. Oh, nope. It still doesn't want to go down. He refuses to die. Here, have a skull. There we go. He refuses to take it as well. There we go. Anyways, that's, oh. Luckily, we had those extra battles. But that does bring us to 0. So that still makes it so we complete it on Monday. We have 3 tomorrow. That brings us to 460. We have the other 3 on Saturday. That brings us to 490. And then we just have to not fail 2 of them. And we'd be done with it on Monday. So sounds like a plan. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now, apparently. It's a little unfortunate, but that happens at higher level delves. That's kind of to be expected at 400 plus. Everything kills you. Even things that aren't even that good. But also skull spam is just really annoying. One single skull spam, you lose like half your team. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 13 hours from right now. We'll also be back tomorrow night at the same time we do every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 hour prior to now. And yeah, I mean, just going to be doing more delves, going to be farming some hero classes, going to be doing some PvP because I still need to go to the event and just catch up on PvP in general, like gold farming and stuff, and other similar things, and answering questions. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you all later, and thanks for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone.